today. As y'all know, I did not make it on yesterday. I was sick with the flu. Yeah. Fun. Let's see. Okay. Let's hope that light stays out of my eyes. Sorry for the glare on the glasses. I'm trying. But I got my coffee. I've been sick with the flu. I went to the doctor or the nutritionist Wednesday. Now that was the only time I've been out in weeks. So it had to be there that I caught it. I was at 228. She wanted me to up my protein from 60 to 90 a day. She said I was doing good on my fluids. Keep them the same. Keep my calories the same. But she said basically I'm doing really good. Oh, she did take off the 30-30-30. So since surgery, for 30 minutes before I eat, I'm not allowed to drink nothing. During the time I eat, I'm not allowed to drink nothing. And they want me to take roughly 30 minutes to eat. Well, she told me 20. And then 30 minutes after, nothing to drink. So for an hour and a half, no drinking of anything. And she said they've been doing studies with it, and come to find out it doesn't have any benefit. And so we don't have to do that no more. And I'm like, yay. So, but she said, try not to drink very much while I'm eating. Maybe a sip here and there, but that's it. But that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it there. Thursday evening, I started not feeling very good. Friday, I was not feeling very good at all. Saturday, I felt even worse. Sunday was the worst day. There was times, now I was wearing, I normally wear dresses or shorts and a t-shirt because I'm at home. I want to be comfortable. Well, I was freezing. So Lisa went up and got me a t-shirt and sweats and socks and all. And I changed into them and I'm like, these aren't my sweats. She said, I couldn't find yours, so they're mine. I can fit into her sweatpants now. And they were loose. I love that. And she is not that big. So I thought that was great. She does like her sweats loose on her though. And I weighed myself and I was at 222. So from Wednesday until Sunday, I lost 6 pounds. I was still eating and I was still drinking, just not eating. I was just eating enough to get my protein in, and that was it. I was not eating anything else, and that was a real struggle, but I knew I needed it. And same with my fluids. But I lost 6 pounds in just days. I'm like, damn. But even in the heavier clothing and under 2 blankets, and I was getting up, staying up for an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then falling back to sleep. And it wasn't like I was trying to fall asleep. I was sitting here trying to stay awake and talking to her and falling asleep mid-sentence. I was just so weak. And she said one time I was laying on the couch and I was asleep, but I was shivering so much because I had bad chills. And I had 2 blankets on me. My Black Needle Society's Stitching Coven and my Harry Potter one that I just got. But that wasn't enough. I was still shaking. She could see me just shaking because I was so cold. So she put one of her blankets on me. I was still shaking. I was asleep, but I was still shaking. So she got out my Afghan that I made, and I made it with that real thick, soft yarn. And she put that on me. And I just real slowly stopped shaking. And that's a thick, thick Afghan. But I would go cold chills and fevers, cold chills and fevers, cold chills and fevers. So my fever got up to 104.9 at one point. But yeah, so I've been, Sunday was the worst day. Yesterday, first I felt fine, and then an hour into the day, it was like, no, I'm not fine. No, I'm not fine. Within 2 hours of waking up, I was taking naps again. But I only took 2 naps yesterday, which was really good because I was basically napping all day Sunday, and then I slept all through the night. I was getting lost sleep. I'm glad I'm feeling better today. So much better. Okay, let's get to my stitching. And thank you everyone with all of your messages and comments, hoping for me to get well. I did. I still blame the nutritionist's office. Somebody in there had flu. It was either the flu or COVID. I did take a COVID test and it was negative, but they do give false negatives. It was a at-home test, so I don't know. But anyway, so for the last 4 days of August was first of last week. I did 2,830 stitches. You could tell by Thursday that my stitching started going down. But I got 2 finishes. One was my little sea turtle. Now, I did not put the swirls on because I wanted to see what size of canvas I could get. Okay, I saw Reading and Stitching showing hers, and she got it from another floss tuber, and they got it from another, so I don't know who started it, but thank you. I love the idea. But this will put, I couldn't find anything smaller than a 4x6. So it would put that's not exactly right, but it'd be up there, right? So that leaves down here, I could add a fun little saying, or I could do a collection of seashells in the corner here, which I've got a whole bunch of seashell and coral beads. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I have not been up to finishing anything the last few days. But yeah, I'm excited to do that. Then that was my small finish for last month. Then my big finish. I finished the Afghan. So there's the top 2 rows. Okay, light. And then the bottom 2 rows. I have started tying the ends, but I have not made it all the way around. I've got the very top row to do. Well, I started it, and then one end to do. So I'm a tiny bit over halfway done tying it. I did put up a little short video showing it. I'm extremely happy with it. Extremely happy. And it makes me want to do another. And my idea is Nora Corbett's Reindeers. But instead of doing it over 2 on here, doing it over 1. And they would fit right here. I asked some people and they helped me with the sizes. Tanya gave me size of hers of just the reindeer, not the border, and I could even take off some of the side. But like each of the reindeer, putting the sleigh in 2 blocks, and maybe one of the Christmas trees in 2 blocks. Not doing the beads, but instead doing DMC or chronic. So I don't know. It would not be, I could do the beads, I guess, but it would not be for use. It'd be for decoration. But I think that would be gorgeous. And Lisa's like, why didn't you dye that blue? I did not think of it. I did not think of it. I really should have dyed this one blue. The next one I will. I'll just have to tie the ends first. So I finished those 2. Then I worked on the Haunted Mansion, which I mailed off Saturday. So I can't show you that. Then, because the Haunted Mansion I'm doing as round robin with a group. Then I worked a little bit on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Now I worked on this on the first 2. So this is a total of 600 stitches that I did on it. Not much. I finished the pumpkin and started the cat. So I plan on just working up and then just go columns basically, almost by items. But that's going up for now until October. You're falling. Okay. Close. There. Then, well, so that took care of the end of August. And I ended August with 26,470 stitches, which is so not bad. Then let's go to September. So I did 100 on the Hawk Run Hollow. Then I'm doing the ABC Ingo with the magazine, monthly magazine group. And for the first was Q, which was my summer Quaker. I just did 100 right here and then going along. And that's it. So just 100, but I touched it. So I was happy. Come on. Then I started, because I really, really wanted to start her, but I started getting too tired too. They're doing a stitch long, stitching so beautifully. I think it's the shop. It's an Etsy shop, and Beth with Crafting and Books is doing it. And they all did theirs yesterday, and I could not even work on mine. And I couldn't do much. And I did not do a Zoom because I was not feeling good. But here is what she will look like. And my very wimpy start, 200 stitches. I plan on working on this every time I get on a Zoom with Crafting Books. Yeah, that's my plan. But she's gorgeous. I'm doing her on, I told myself I could only start her if I already had the majority of what I needed, which primarily is fabric. And from my first try with the mystery whip on 28 count, the fabric that was left over was just enough for her. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm starting her. She's gorgeous. Okay, then I worked on Along the Forest Path. Now this is, I'm going to show you, I worked on it Friday and Saturday. And I only got 500 stitches in. I'm going through here. Now, end of the month, I want to be all the way down here. This marks the end of the page. So all the way down to there. And 2 days, I barely got 500 stitches in. You can tell. I was sick. Okay, so the one called for, the bingo called for. The second was D's, which for me is Dragon Race Into the Night. And I only need 100, which is not that much, but it's progress. So, okay. But this one I actually did 200 because it's tint. Wait, it goes like this, okay. So I did this right here. And that's what I got for the bingo. then for Sunday, Summer Breeze, because V was called, and Summer Breezes by Paula Vaughn. Now, I only got 100 stitches in, and I worked on right through here with the ecru and that color right there. But that's all I got done. 100 stitches, and that was it for Sunday. And I barely got those in. It was a bad morning. I'm not going to show you what I did yesterday, because I want to keep everything on track. But where's my, so here is my ABC Ingo board. I did get yesterday's done, so I've got to mark it off, which is E for All Hallows Eve. And then today is Dragon Race wasn't for D, it was R. Yeah. D is 3 dolphins, and that's what today's is. Hey. Did you go all the way back there? But yeah. So, I'm making progress, and that's all that counts. This week, I'm working on the bingos, which is only 100 a day on different projects. And I want to work on the Lighthouse alphabet, the bobbins from Creative, I can't talk right, I'm sorry guys. Creatively Crafty, her monthly bobbins, and Along the Forest Path. Those are the main 3 projects I'm working on all month. I also want to get a page done on the 3 dolphins and on the mystery whip. Can you tell I'm getting tired? And it's only been 23 minutes. But anyway, let's hope I keep losing. I don't want to be sick to lose. I just want to lose weight. My ear is still messed up. It is water behind my ear. I don't like my ears being messed up. It's supposed to correct itself within a few weeks. Let's hope it does. For the ones that don't know it, I was born deaf, and I had a series of corrective ear surgeries on my inner ear. And then I had to learn how to talk. And I was in speech until high school. And then they told me, well, high school does not provide speech. So they took me out. They didn't say I didn't need it. They said I still needed it. But they couldn't provide it. Which is stupid. But then that school was stupid. So, I do hope to get some stitches in. I might just spend the whole day stitching on just the 3 dolphins because I do want to get a page done this week and see what I can do. And it's called for the bingo, so I need at least 100. And that'd be something different. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that is it. I'm going to take all these blankets upstairs once I stop feeling so bad and I'm washing everything. But I hope everyone has a blessed day, and I will see you next week. Before I forget, thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. If you're a subscriber, hit like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Well, subscribers can hit like anytime you want. I do have a link below for Buy Me a Coffee. I always forget. That money I use for shipping and prizes and for finishing off whips and all. But again, thank you for joining me. Have a blessed day, everyone.